there, trainers. WoodlandDOX here, and we are back? Really? Are we? Right? That's right. Indigo Plateau Show is back for Season 2. Season Johto. Are we going to call it Season Johto? I don't think we're calling it Season Johto. That's just stupid. Anyways, you guys, I am back to round out our little hiatus with some more talk on Pokemon game evolution throughout the years. If you missed it in our last little mini bite session, we did the first 4 generations of Pokemon games, how it evolved, the new mechanics, the new items introduced, everything like that. So let's round it off here. We got more news about Scarlet and Violet. Tipscrew's going to cover that, promise. It's not like we recorded our reactions and neither of us actually recorded when we thought the other one was, because that didn't happen. I promise, it didn't. Okay. So, anyways, let's pick up with Gen 5. So, Generation 5, we have Pokemon Black and White, and we have Pokemon Black and White 2. So, what? First off, what? I want to know what gave Game Freak, Nintendo, Pokemon Jesus, whoever did it, the idea to make a sequel? Is it a sequel? I would argue it is a sequel because the characters, aside from you, have aged. The characters, aside from you, have progressed. You know, Bianca becomes the assistant. Sharon becomes the gym leader. So, yeah. And some of the gym leaders you face are different, like Sharon. Actually, I think it's just Sharon and then the girl with the gym and daddy issues, her. Anyways, that's not exactly a gameplay difference, but it is a difference in the games. I don't think we'll ever see that again. Obviously I didn't see it coming back then because that was my too cool for Pokemon phase. I know, right? We all had one. You right there, I know you're talking about it. Like Shane had no, I was never too cool for Pokemon. You were. Okay. There was a brief phase where we were all too cool for it and we regret it. So that was during my too cool phase. I can't say I would have seen it back then either, just based on the fact that it was the only thing they ever did like that. There was never a sequel version. But aside from that, what do we get? We have what? We have what is it? The cross transceiver? The X transceiver? Is that what they call it that you get from Dream Person, where you can go online? See, Gen 5's forgivable for me. I'm so sorry. But, yeah, I believe it's called the cross transceiver at the bottom screen of the 3DS. Asks you if you want to go online, you have your parents' permission, all that fun stuff. You get it from the Muna, or Musharna Dream Mist from the Dream Yard, and then that thing happens. I didn't gain anything from that, personally. I don't know if it's because I didn't understand. Well, not that I didn't understand, but by the time I was playing Black and White, I didn't have a use for it. There were other games, there was other stuff to do. So, I don't know, we have that. That's a small hooray, I guess. I don't know, there was the GTS, that was Gen 4, wasn't it? So, there's not a whole lot, to be honest. What else? Guys, I'm blanking on Gen 5. I looked it up and there's not a whole lot. Watch this. Ready? Hey Google. Pokemon Black and White improvements. Ready for this? Ooh, several feature changes. Okay. Changes in story. No. Okay. The TMs. There we go. There's something that I completely forgot. TMs are no longer single use. So I'll take that. I try, like any professional podcast host, I do some research beforehand. I do some quick Googles. And so the TM thing just slipped my mind. But the TMs, cool. Yeah, the TMs, changes in the characters in the story. Changes in battle. We don't get megas or anything. There's double, triple rotation. Is that the first time you get past 2? I believe that's the first time you get past 2. Just scrolling through this. Yeah, that's about it. So there's not much in Gen 5. It's not that I was ill-prepared and forgetful, it's just that I was forgetful. The TM thing's really the only thing I didn't even consider. But Gen 5 kind of a stinker, in my opinion. Whatever. Hopefully you guys agree. If you don't, I'm sure you'll let me know. But Gen 6, the rebirth. So at least my rebirth, anyways. Gen 6. Not only is it amazing to play and it's fun, it's good storyline, it's good Pokemon, it's good everything. It's the rebirth for me. Not personally, because yes, after my break I did pick back up with that. I feel like the stale formula was still there, but I got a pretty new coat of paint with the 3DS. That's simply it. And indisputably, that's the single biggest improvement, right? We went from the DS with sprites to the 3DS with these 3D models, and they look absolutely amazing. But we didn't stop there. Yes, the same 8-badge, bad guy in the world kind of thing was still there, but we had more. We had so much more. So, customizable characters. You can... I mean, what, isn't there that shop in Lumio City that doesn't let you in until you're fashionable enough or something like that? Or you're cool enough to buy fashion? I don't know. Something along those lines, right? I never did it because I was just interested in playing Pokédex, but, yeah, you have to be fashionable enough to enter the store or something along those lines. So you have fashion that, I mean, is actually, like, an aesthetic part of the game that actually kind of is a mission in its own way. You have the secret trainers down the alleys that you can battle. You get 2 starters. Theoretically. Technically. Specifically. You get 2 starters, right? You get You get to choose between 2 sets of starters, but only one choice in each is right, okay? If you don't pick your little frog, and then you don't pick your little frog with lettuce, you're wrong. You're building a grass water core, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Fire types are everywhere. Screw fire types. But you get 2 starters. No other mainline game gives you 2 starters like that. And to go along with those starters, can't ignore it. Whether you love it or hate it, I love it. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that it's permanent, but I love it. Mega Evolution. So obviously the whole storyline does kind of revolve around Mega Evos and, you get your gift Lucario that Mega Evolves, you get the stone for the Pokemon that you pick from the professor, the Kanto Pokemon that you pick from the professor. But there's so many other Megas. Oris is in the same gen, it adds even more Megas. Egos? It adds more Egos. First I have hot cakes, and now I have Egos. I've got breakfast on the mind, my lord, I'm hungry. But Mega Evolution, obviously, you cannot ignore Megas. They're super cool in design. There's maybe 1 or 2 bad ones, I don't know, we'll talk about that later, but you get Mega Evolution, and although it was not game functional, I think people skip over the fact that this was our first ride Pokemon in Skiddo. Granted, he can only, go around that 1 yard and hop over the fence and get an item, but that's our first ride Pokemon, you guys. It's not open world like Arceus. It's not, HM-based like everything from here on out. But, come on, you can't hate, right? So, you get to ride on a little goat. And even if we didn't have Megas, that would still make it an amazing generation. You get to ride on a Skiddo. So, we have a fresh new coat of paint. We have brand new mechanic. We have a gimmick. We have the first ever ride Pokemon. We have 2 starters. And this was also the first time you had a real, crew of friends. Tierno is 1 note and annoying. Trevor is 1 note and very annoying. Actually, you know what? Everyone but Serena is... That is Serena, isn't it? The main girl? I think that's Serena. Just completely annoying. They all suck, but it's different. You get a whole crew of people, right? You get your own little Brock Misty group and Tracy, Remember Tracy from Orange Islands? You get your crew going. So, that's Gen 6. It's absolutely phenomenal. You can hand that to me and I'll play it any day. I don't care. It's amazing. So, now we're gonna go to Alola, and we're gonna break the trend. Game Freak thought, hey, you know what? Maybe if I just stop doing the same thing I've been doing for the past 18 years people will love me again. And it didn't work for me, but it worked for Game Freak, okay? I think that the 8 gym formula is superior. I'm going to say that. It is superior. But Totem Pokemon, the Trials, that's brand new. And it's not without its charm. I really hope that they take more risks, kind of like that with Scarlet and Violet. They say 3 main storylines, so we'll see. But, because we're going to have, the Terrestrializing, the Gym Challenge, and then question mark? Is it time travel? Who knows? That's a different discussion. But they took a risk. They did something different. It works. It does. I like the whole sticker thing in Ultra. That's really cool. The Zygarde core thing. Pokemon basically said, hey, go find your, literally, go find your Pokemon and build it. Lego this Pokemon. I've always named my Zygardes Lego. I don't know if that's original or if everybody does that. But you've got to build it, right? Name it Lego. But, and then you have Nihilego. So, it's only natural, right? But, as I alluded to with Gen 6, we have ride Pokemon. And these are functional ride Pokemon, okay? So, Oris, you had the Latios. But, in Alola, you have your Machamp, you have your Charizard, you have your Tauros. Come on. You don't need HMs anymore. And it turned, I think it's in the library, the girl gives you TM Fly. I'm like, whoa, TM Fly, that's not right, you silly goose. But, she's like, back home, they call it these hidden machines HMs. And, if you're having that discussion with a stranger in a library, first off, you should not be that trusting of strangers. I don't care if it's Pokemon Universe. Just don't, okay? Second, my face itched. Third, it's just hearing that, back in my home, this move is something totally different, it's mandatory, and you gotta do it. I'm not interested in visiting your area. Just say, hey, here's the move Fly, go learn, go fly a Charizard. I mean, the Pokepelago, Pelago, Pokepelipper, no, we don't like Pelipper, stay tuned for that. But, we have the Pokepelago, Shake the Berries, Pokemon come to visit, all that fun stuff. I'm trying to think anything else. I mean, we have our gimmick, right? We have to have a gimmick. Can't have a new game without a gimmick. We got our Z Crystals, which I think went the opposite. So, Mega's absolutely busted. Z Crystals, little underwhelming. One turn of Kaboom, okay, I'm in one tough spot. What about the next one? I don't know. But Z Crystals were cool because there's one for every type, so that led to more exploration, more challenge. Alright, fine. But Ultra Beasts, the Wormhole, I hated. Oh my goodness. No matter how much I love Alola, I hated the gyro controls for the Ultra Wormhole loop-de-doops. Oh, awful. But the Ultra Wormholes are really cool. Not much in the way of, base gameplay mechanics, but hey, it is what it is. Alola is very awesome, but now we're on, okay. Little reverse, okay? This past week, I personally decided to give Sword and Shield another try. Okay. I was doing a Nuzlocke because that's all I know how to do. I am the WoodlandDOX. I tried doing a Nuzlocke. I got 2 Raihan and did not got a single one of his Pokemon, and I lost. But before that, my team was insanely garbage, and it got me all the way to the 8th gym leader. That speaks to the beatability of this. It was, freaking Butterfree, Salazzle, Rillaboom's good, Colossal's good, Quagsire, in mid, what else? Oh, Meowstic, boo. But, that's an incredibly mid team, and it got all the way to the 8th gym, super easy to beat. So, I did try to give Sword and Shield a fair shake, but to its strengths is Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing. That is the balance between Megas and Z Crystals. And I'm not surprised that it took them 3 gens to figure it out, because if you don't have a measuring stick, how do you know what's too strong and what's too weak? but it could have just been in a better generation. That's it. It just could have been in a better generation. They brought back TRs, extremely rare TMs, that break after one-time use, so kind of a throwback, after Gen 5 made them reusable. We still have our ride Pokemon. We have our Corvisquire, Cabby, Rotom. Alola gave us the Rotom Dex, so they kind of expanded on that, made it a Rotom Bike, Rotom Dex, Rotami, Broto diapers for babies probably, who knows. But, I'm full! And then, just walk over and chase a baby. Anyways, I have some love for it. DLC, this is the first time we had DLC. The Isle of Armor, and then the Snow Place with the Urshifu. Urshifu is actually really dope. I like Urshifu. The fact there's 2 forms, cool. The whole Calyrex thing, the Knight Rider and whatnot. Yeah, solid. DLC was great. Pokemon in the Overworld, amazing. That's something that we hadn't had since Let's Go. I don't even think I considered Let's Go for this conversation. Because it kind of regressed, if anything, because it took away abilities and all that stuff. I don't know. Sword and Shield, for being a Switch game, obviously the graphics weren't what everybody wanted. Fingers crossed, Scarlet Violet, stupid trees. But, yeah, raids, right? I mean, that's their official way of tying Pogo, is raids, right? You get your den raids in Sword and Shield, you get your phone raids and Go. Yeah. I don't know. Not too much. Again, Dynamax, Gigantamax. Having to do the raids to get your Gigantamax level up was kinda, because I was under the impression that they were multiplayer from the start. And when I'm trying to experience something for myself the first time, I don't want multiplayer. I want single player. So, I guess I was still a dumb 27-year-old. I understand I'm a dumb kid playing the games. I'm a dumb 27-year-old when that came out. But having to do them, me under the impression it was all online, I don't know. Could have been a little bit better directed, or you could maybe buy the candy, with your Watts, so you don't actually have to do the raids. Maybe you can, I don't know. But, Sword and Shield, it brought the best gimmick, but it did not really deliver much else. We had a double battle gym leader, but then again we had it with Eliza and Tate and, Hoenn. So, I don't know. Game still doesn't do it for me. You guys know if you've listened before. But, here's to Gen 9, hoping we have a confirmed open world. We clearly have ride Pokemon because everything's a motorcycle. And the storyline, the past and future, yeah, that seems so cool. Hopefully we get some innovation, some more quality of life improvements. Sword and Shield did give us the Pokebox link, the link to our PC from anywhere. That was over HM bye-byes. English. Over HM bye-byes, I think that's the biggest quality of life improvement you've ever had, is your box from anywhere. And then putting them in the box doesn't heal them, so you can't, cheat the system. I think that's pretty cool. But, here's hoping there's something cool and new, quality of life improvement, something, Scarlet and Violet, besides open world. Arceus gave us a taste of open world. Now let's see what true open world is. So, anyways, guys, we are back. Indigo Plateau Show. Season 2. Joe Toeier than ever. Catch you guys on Facebook.